part 4 of the Spanish racial hierarchy. Here we are with Indigenous people and enslaved Black people. Unfortunately, this was the people doing all the work in colonial Spain and got the shittiest treatment. These are the people who were majority taxed out of existence. So if you see an Indigenous person today, you see a Black person today, they are a miracle. The fact that we've been able to continue some of our history is just crazy. But yeah, pat yourself on the back if you are Indigenous or you Black. Pat yourself on the back, y'all. We made it. Indigenous people lived all over Latin America and the Caribbean. They were the original inhabitants. So they had such a different way of life, such a different way of living. And to this day, we still have many Indigenous communities all over the world, and we need to make sure we protect these people because they do a lot of work, not just for the land, but all of humanity. And in terms of enslaved Africans, this was a rough place to be. They were both at the bottom of the system. The Indigenous people were kind of quasi enslaved with the tribute tax system, and then African Black enslaved people were considered property. So that's kind of the biggest difference there. But they were co-conspirators. Traditionally we have been co-conspirators, which is why I think we need to heal the fam. Free Black people and enslaved Black people would often be in cahoots to end enslavement. We see that a lot in Cuba, in Haiti, in Jamaica, in all the islands in Latin American countries that had large enslaved populations. We see free Black towns working in cahoots, to free enslaved people. So that's another thing. Just because you have a class difference, we should be on the same page. One band, one sound. So that's the Spanish racial hierarchy. I'm going to go into the French racial hierarchy next because it's slightly different, but it's significant difference. So that, I hope that explains things and racial stuff within Latinidad. If you notice, you did see the Asian community, and I want you to ponder on that. Check out my latest webinar. We're talking Afro-Latinos in Hollywood. Link in bio. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.